The Great American Bash is a week from this Sunday. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside for what might be the most brutal main event in SmackDown history.
That's right, a first blood match between our two aspiring movie stars.
Whoever wins will most certainly elevate themselves in the eyes of the WWE fans.
And whoever loses might lose his shot at that WWE Films role if he gets beat up bad enough.
I can't help but notice that he's coming out here alone. Is this a sign that his partner has gotten sick of their alliance?
I don't know, but even if he did, who can blame him? The man's a legend. Why should he waste his time helping someone who's not even in his league?
He requested this match in order to, as he put it, mess up his rival's pretty face.
I know that kind of talk makes you squeamish, Michael, but you can't argue with the fact it's a solid strategy. Nobody's going to cast a leading man whose face looks like a hamburger.
Reversal.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience. And there's the counter. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well, and having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
Yeah, the WWE fans aren't known for keeping their opinions to themselves. Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years.
Superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
No superstar in the locker room can afford to ignore the WWE. You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle. An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is...
Oh my! I think someone's just been busted.
This doesn't look good. He needs to get some medical attention immediately.
It's not a WWE career-ending injury, but it might be a movie career-ending injury.
And his opponent is showing absolutely no remorse.
Of course not. He did exactly what he set out to do.
Whoever thought that a movie contract would bring out such viciousness in these two?
Fame and fortune are powerful motivators. Some people will do anything for them.
The Great American Bash is this Sunday. This is Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and we've got some tag team action for you tonight.
And I don't know who these guys dislike more, their opponents or each other.
This is their last chance to face each other before this Sunday's pay-per-view.
Fasten your seatbelt, Michael. This is going to be a bumpy ride.
He's got his sights set on a big victory at the Great American Bash, and he knows that he'll be facing at least one of his opponents tonight at the pay-per-view.
This is his last chance to wear them down before the Bash. He's got to take full advantage and not get beaten down himself.
He was brought back to Smackdown to watch his partner's back, but that's not what happened last week.
And you've got to wonder if they can keep it together tonight against a pair of superstars who have made their lives a living hell.
His issues with his partner are well documented. Will we see them come to a head tonight?
I highly doubt that, Michael. He needs to make an impact tonight and earn himself a spot at the Great American Bash. He's not going to throw that away just because he's not seeing eye to eye with his partner.
This man is certainly no stranger to pay-per-views. Will his performance tonight earn him a spot at the Great American Bash and possibly a movie deal?
The smart money says yes. This is a superstar who knows how to pull out all the stops when it matters. He dodged that bullet.
You know, I like Booker a lot better before he discovered his royal heritage.
Yeah, but it wasn't until he stopped caring about the fans that he finally won the World Heavyweight Championship.
What's the point of being champion if you lose the respect of the WWE fans? Oh, wait, I think I'm asking the wrong person.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars.
I could be in this business another 100 years, and I bet I'd never see another superstar like Hot Rod Roddy Piper.
He's one of a kind, that's for sure, and I'm sure his opponents are glad of that.
I think it's a shame the way Gregory Helms threw away all of his fan support when he decided to stop being the Hurricane.
I totally disagree. For me, that is when Helms started to become a real serious competitor here in the WWE. His opponent might not have enough left to kick out.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
Rope break.
He may get the 3 count right here.
2.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part.
There's no love lost between these two.
Not only are they not on the same page, they're not even on...
Ouch!
I always knew Piper was a few bricks shy of a load, and that proves it.
I don't think Piper's partner approves of the way Hot Rod handled the situation.
Now that's my way of thinking, Cole.
Piper's always known how to make an impact, that's for sure.
Mark my words, that's leading man material right there.
This is it. Welcome to the Great American Bash.
And I can't wait for tonight's ladder match.
A WWE Films contract is on the line. 3 of SmackDown's top superstars want it.
Not to mention one of the greatest legends of all time.
4 superstars, 1 contract. It all happens tonight. He's a dangerous, driven individual, and he knows that a victory tonight would propel his career to even greater heights.
Yeah, but he's been getting picked apart for weeks by 2 of his opponents. And then he got bushwhacked by his own partner last week. How much can he really have left?
He's enjoyed a great deal of success by making smart decisions about who to work with, but he's on his own here tonight.
And this is the true test of any superstar. You can play the politics or jump guys in the parking lot or whatever, but when it comes right down to it, you need to be able to get it done in the ring.
Over the course of his legendary career, he's blindsided opponent after opponent with his unpredictable nature, and that might make him the most dangerous superstar in this match.
A few weeks ago, you said he was crazy like a fox, and that's absolutely true. You never know what he's going to do next, and that makes it impossible to defend yourself against him.
And here's the 4th and final competitor, a man who has been absolutely relentless in his pursuit of the WWE Films contract.
He's no stranger to the big dance, Michael, and quite frankly, it would not surprise me one bit to see him walk out of there with the win and the movie contract. know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. He's taken a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure he can? I have never seen two competitors more determined to beat the living hell out of each other. These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. Neither superstar is giving an inch, but only one of them can stay up there. Talk about adding insult to injury, and these fans love it.
Yeah, but you got to worry more about the injury and less about the insult till the match is over.
This is a pivotal moment. Whoever comes up short here might just lose the match.
Wow, great reversal.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that.
There's not an ounce of quit in either one of these superstars, but someone is going down. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and
trading punches 15 feet in the air. I don't believe it.
This is not a fight that either superstar can afford to lose. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%,
looks like someone's moving up in the world. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but there's the forearm grind. A painful maneuver.
That's all about showing your opponent who's in charge right there.
I think it's a shame the way Gregory... These competitors are going to trade blows until someone falls off the ladder.
I tell you what, there's not enough room for both of them up there.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? You're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE Super.
He did it. He overcame 3 other superstars to earn the WWE Films contract.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I honestly didn't think he had it in him.
And his opponent is not taking this decision well.
He's gone completely mental. Somebody better get this guy a straitjacket.
What an unbelievable match that was. The fans certainly got their money's worth.
Yeah, and let's hope they all buy tickets to his movie too.
Well, I can bet I can name one superstar who won't be at the premiere.
Yeah, and after his performance tonight, I don't think they will let him anywhere near a red carpet.